At first, I'll give you some history. As you guys may or may not be aware, there was some tech. I call it an exploit. It was cheese as f either way. You could chain knockback with reverse knockback gloves, and it was super cheese way of manipulating the mob so that they couldn't do anything. Basically, they were just constantly getting knockback like this, and they just freaked out and just couldn't do shit. And that basically allowed you to completely cheese the mechanic infinitely. You could just go all the way to 2k cheese mode. Then GGG, 14 hours later, patched it. After it was like super, like after I started doing it anyway. They patched it out, and I kept trying the build. I was still using knockback just for interrupts, because it was still useful for interrupt, right? Like, it has a cooldown, but it's still them a little bit. You know, just a little, just enough that you can harass, right? And so what I've been doing is I still use the totems. They still like harass, right? There's still like there's still like a barrier to the mobs. They still interrupt them occasionally, right? It's still good, right? And I like that, and it actually was very viable. The problem is it wasn't reliable enough. It wasn't like strong enough to carry, and this worked up to 1300. Then at 1300, the totems were not carrying hard enough, and I was too weak. Then after I just kind of raged, I was like, I need to do something. That's when I was like, well, what if I drop some of the knockback stuff? Like, I don't rely on it as much. I still have it, but it's got a cooldown, so I might as well just get a little bit and not rely on it too much. And why don't I try to build avoidance? Everything's one-shotting me. Why don't I just get high avoidance? And that's where this tech came in. So I dropped the Quill Rain, because again, I don't need to knockback every 2 milliseconds, right? For a Widow Helm. And then I ran Rear Guard. Combine that with Laswa and Spell Block, and now I actually have, so 44k armor, 36k evasion, because I'm a champion, I'm stacking auras, right? With fast up 62, 44. I have capped res, capped chaos res. You need chaos res to deal with Death's Hand totem. Then I have capped spell block. I actually dropped spell suppression for acrobatics, since I'm getting one shot, I might as well get dodge instead, right? And then I also have capped attack block. I also have Flesh and Stone, which blinds enemies, and a bunch of blind scaling. And so I have something like a 91% chance to evade attacks, against 75 block. I have the Giga Armor. I have Fizz damage taken as fire here. I have Fizz damage reduction. I have Fizz's chaos. Well, actually I should spec into that. Yeah, point is I have a bunch of bullshit to make me very, 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 very tanky. What about Wind Dancer? Yeah, where's Wind Dancer again? It's over here. Yeah, I could even run this, but I'm actually basically at the evasion cap. So, and it's actually spells that mostly do the tricky part. It's mostly spells that are f***ing me, so. So anyway, basically, all in all, this character, well, that's with this mastery, but it has 2.2 effective HP pool. The max hit is not overly high. It's not insanely high or anything. Oh yeah, I forgot about Generosity Dread Banner as well, of course. But yeah, anyway, because I have 2.2 million EHP, and here's the really cool part. When you get hit, you don't get interrupted if you evade or dodge it. Some abilities still do, they have like guaranteed stuns, but a lot of them don't. And so you can actually chain on you can channel on a totem and not get interrupted even while you're being attacked. Is this strategy really good? I've seen you die to Spear Dancer like 4 times since I started watching. Yep. The fact that you said 4 times? Chat, tell this guy. He can count how many times I've died to the spear guys. Let me tell you, 2 hours ago, it... Oh, no. Oh, no. You couldn't count, man. You can't count that high. One tournament run was like dead. You do not know. It was a lot worse. You could not count, man. It was not 1, 2, 3, 4. It was fucking. Anyway, I couldn't watch. I was just listening, and all I could hear was still yelling. Fuck these spears. Yeah, it was bad. I mean, I can probably show you on the VOD, but it was bad. So, I have 75 spell dodge. What kind of rewards are you getting at this rank? Honestly, it's still, I would say it's still the same rewards. I don't know if, I wouldn't say the stack size is better, but maybe the quality is better. But no, I'm still getting very much so the same rewards. I wouldn't say that means I'm not getting better loot. I don't know if I would go that far. Cause I mean I'm getting loot. I mean, like, you know, I mean I'm making some good money. So at least for me anyway. Same rewards equals bad. No, I'm just saying, like, I'm not getting 6 divine orbs now because I'm at 1500. So they definitely aren't increasing the stack size, I would say. I'm not noticing a stack size increase. Because you know how pre-patch, post-patch, the stack size is like got a lot bigger? They're not getting bigger as I go up in rank, but I would not be surprised if the quality is increasing. So obviously very hard to tell without having empirical data, without spreadsheeting it, but yeah. Anyway, point is, I can take this build to 2k. I'm very confident I can take this build to 2k. No max block mastery. Wait, I don't think I have a block. Wait, so what do you want me to get? Max. Wait, where's the block mastery? I'll be real with you, I don't even, oh, here it is. 2%. It's not enough, man. The evade mastery would be nice. It would nearly double my effective HP. Well, it would help a lot against evasion, but I don't think, maybe I should get it, actually. Well, hold up, if I can drop 1 point, I can get it. Oh, I do have Fist against Care, so it's just on the thing. It's fine. Refund instant walk rise? No. This is what helps me deal with recovery, because this gives me like 2000 life. So don't block count as a hit. I don't know what counts as a hit, but I know for a fact I've been attacked without being interrupted. I've been attacked a lot without being interrupted. No, I definitely do get interrupted sometimes, so I'm not willing to say for sure what does and doesn't interrupt me yet. But yeah, if you're thinking of trying this setup, fair warning, like the gear is none of it's needed. Like, especially if you're just doing like rank 300, I think literally all you need to do, chat, if you're trying out the league mechanic and you want to like have an easier time. If your damage is too low and you want to try like this, you pretty much just need a bow and a quiver, and that's it. Because all I'm doing is dropping totems. The totems harass. They don't do any damage. They barely live. They just harass, right? And then you run around and channel on the totem. And then if anything goes near you, you run away. It's obviously a little bit more complicated than that, but the point is there's not really any cheese going on. You're just kind of relying on good units and the ability to dodge. The gear, all this gear does is let you get hit without dying and or it being interrupted. Which is like very nice, so.